BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. Welcome back. Happy New Year, right? We made it to 2025. What? No, I just saw a meme that said 30. We always talk about 30 years ago. 30 years ago, we talking about the 70s and the 60s. 30 years ago was 1995, 96, 97. I'm just saying, it took me by surprise, and I had to go take a nap because I wasn't ready for that one. But anyway, welcome back. What's up? I'm Chef Jeff, your host, this dope cooking show. And today, we cooking. It's going to be pizza night, right? I saw y'all was ranting and raving about that homemade pizza that I made. So I figured, why not show y'all how I did it, right? For sure. So look, I mean, it just is what it is, right? I told y'all before, customer service, it's lacking something, right? And I'm sure you know, when you go to places after 3 o'clock, you get the high schoolers, you get the college students, you don't get the people that work in corporate, you don't get the people, the manager, you get the shift manager, you don't get the GM, you don't get them people after about 5 o'clock, right? And so sometimes the food just don't be fooding. And this particular day, I just didn't want to go outside. I just did not want to leave the house for anything. And if I had it, I was going to use it no matter what, right? So I'm like, I want some pizza. And so that's what I ended up making, was a pizza from scratch. It took a lot. It didn't take a lot. I'm lying. It just was like one of them things like, okay, are we going to do this or are we not, right? And so I just went with what I had, okay? I didn't have some stuff. I didn't have certain stuff for the crust, right? So I didn't have no yeast. I had nutritional yeast, but I didn't have regular yeast. And I had to go with what I had because I wanted pizza, but I didn't want to leave the house. So I just used whatever was on hand. And sometimes it be that way. It be like that sometimes. You just have to get whatever is on hand. And so that's what we use. I got a co-star today. That's Chase. I don't know what he got going on. I think he just see me over here talking and he want to be involved. So ignore Chase. But we got a rule in this house. No dogs in the kitchen. It's black house. Can't come in the kitchen. Even though our kitchen is like open to the open area. Nah, bro, you can't come in here. So Jack know better. This dude, he's still trying to figure it out. So we got a couple of contraptions to keep him from getting inside the kitchen. He can just come up to like the little bar area. But anyway, that's Chase. He doing his thing. Never mind him, right? He in the cage. Jack's supposed to be quiet, but Chase, he's still new here, right? So anyway, look. So anyway, I am from St. Louis. Y'all should know that by now, right? Y'all know St. Louis is just different. Food is different. Things are different in St. Louis. And so today's pizza is going to be different, right? I don't like thick crust. Never have. Just don't. The stuffed crust, okay, it was cool at first, but like lactose, not too much cheese, all that. So I don't get that. I stick to the thin crust. So I've always been a thin crust person. If you know me, you know that I like thin crust. Some of that stems from me being from St. Louis and Imo's being the square beyond compare, being the pizza that we eat in St. Louis. They don't have that here, but there is a guy in Plano, has a food trailer called Banks House, and he does St. Louis style pizza. Got to catch him. Banks House on Instagram, Facebook. He'll let you know where he's going to be. And the food is good. He does fried rice. He does the St. Paul's. He does Emo style pizza and some other, crowd favorites. Got to get with him to see what he got though. So there's Emos, Panteras, Angelos, and then the chains, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, those ones, but it don't really compare to Emos. It's just different. And you just have to try for yourself to see how different it really is. So, we're gonna get cooking. Our ingredients, we're gonna need flour, olive oil, water, salt and pepper. That's it for the dough. Now, you can use baking soda. There are recipes with baking soda, but I didn't have that. So we got to use what we got, right? Because that's how we gonna get what we want. We're gonna do a little bit of sausage, Italian turkey sausage. We're gonna do that, and ground beef. That's what we're gonna put on our pizza. Mozzarella cheese, a little mix. Boom, set it and forget it, right? It ain't gonna take long. We just gonna, you know what I'm saying, do our thing. Catch up a little bit. We cooking in the new year. We gonna do some new year, new me stuff. Okay, so look, I was with New Year, New Me, but I seen somebody else that was like, New Year, same me, because it wasn't my fault. I like that one better. So, New Year, same me. It wasn't my fault, so we gonna keep on pushing. I am excited for this year coming up. We are doing some Gilliard, Carter, Doc, Chef. We're doing some stuff different this year that we didn't do last year, and we're just gonna have fun with it. We have been spending a lot of quality time here as of late, and so we really gotten a chance to kind of connect without interruption of, can I get some water? Can I get a snack? Can I use the car? Blah, 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 blah. So I've been enjoying it. I've been having a good time, actually. So unfortunately, it's gonna come to an end here soon because Doc gotta go back to work. She's gonna go back to the she shed. But, you know, it is what it is. We had a good time throughout this holiday period. Our anniversary, our daughter turned 20. Big Mama turned 20, so, you know, she's getting on out there. Our anniversary, 11 years in, Christmas, New Year's. I'm gonna tell y'all about New Year's. So look, we was at the house chilling. We had what we needed, and we had no intention of going out. We got tacos. That's our favorite, right? Pizza is my number one. But street tacos, listen, if you got some good street tacos, I'm coming. I'm just telling you. And I'm going to get 3 of each one. Don't judge me, judge your mama. I'm going to eat them all day long because I want to savor the flavor, and I want to have a snack when I watch TV and come back in the kitchen and be like, I want something to snack on. Bam, got it. Tacos. I'm telling you, get you some tacos. And if you are fortunate enough to find some good elote, get you some elote, get you some street tacos, and have a chill day. Just sit on the couch and watch TV. And when you get an inkling or something you might want to nibble, come get a taco. Because it's going to fill you up, and then you can go sit back on the couch again, and then you come back later for another taco. I'm just telling you, try it. Don't knock it till you try it. All right? Don't knock it till you try it. So, yeah, we sat, and we was just chilling, watching TV. Next thing I know, we was asleep. It was like 8:30, right? So this year I planned to stay home. I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't going out nowhere. I didn't want to be nowhere but at home with my family. So 8:30 rolled around, we knocked out. So I'm like, hey, let's go lay it down and lay in the bed. Well, the neighbors, I told y'all last week, well, I don't think I got a chance to record it, but as I was finishing up the show last week, my neighbors over the fence it seemed like they had a mariachi band in the backyard, but they got like an outside entertainment area, so they got a big screen out there with some lights and a sound system. It's loud and I don't know what. They were striking up the band. I'm talking about, it was going down. So they got live, but it was like live in spurts. So like it was live for like 45 minutes and it would stop. It'd be live for like an hour, then it would stop. But they go up until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Lights on, music blasting, they kicking it, right? Don't nobody say nothing because I think everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 of the neighbors, both sides, and then on around the corner on our side, everybody's Mexican. So I don't know if they was partying together or what, but they was kicking. So they let off a few fireworks. My dogs went crazy. I'm like, okay, cool. They stopped. Man. So we get in the bed, we watch TV, we go back to sleep. We get up. No, we didn't get up. Midnight strikes. They like, yeah. I'm talking about they screaming, they hollering, they got fireworks going off. I'm talking about my whole back of my house lit up. My room lit up like I turned the light on. Like that's how bright they were. And they went on for about 25 minutes. Dogs were losing their mind. I was like, well, I guess we're going to get up again. Nope. I rolled over and went right back to sleep. I don't know what happened. So if you didn't get a Happy New Year text from me at midnight, it's because I was already in the bed on my sleep thing, okay? If you know me, you know I don't really sleep for real. So I be up, but then when I do sleep, I sleep. I was out. So that was one of them days I was out. So we was just chilling. We got the next day and did nothing again. You know what I'm saying? Found some more tacos. Okay. And then, so we be trying out different taco places. So if you know one, recommend it. Put in the comments. Tell me where it's at. I'm going to go try it. I done been to a couple of them. Y'all been like, yeah, the taco's fried. I'd be like, it was cool. I mean, it was all right, whatever. But I've been to some places where I'm like, okay, hey, you want some tacos? Let's go back to that one spot. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you, Fuel City still, you know, I don't know nobody better than Fuel City because I get my corn, tacos, and me a drink, all in the same spot. The drink I want, and I'm good. Not an alcoholic drink, but like a big old Sprite, right, or a big old Coca Pepsi or cherry Dr Pepper, whatever. It's in a gas station, so I got like Zuzus and Wham Whams. I can get all that stuff all together. Plus, if the boys is with me, I can get them a Little Caesars pizza, and we golden coming back down the highway, chilling. Get you a Italian cheese bread, get you a pepperoni pizza for Jay, and we good coming back down the highway. Everybody got them a little something, we chilling. So yeah. If you know a place, let me know. I'm on my way. So look, we're gonna get into this episode, y'all. Call your friends, tune in, tell a friend. We own and we making homemade pizza today. So let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. So hopefully you called your friends, told them to tune in. And we're gonna make some homemade pizza. And everybody kind of excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently it was good the first time. Well, so this particular pizza, we're gonna keep it simple, guys. We're gonna make it something simple, real easy, right? I don't know about you, but I like my pizza to be meaty, right? I like it to have, some stuff going on with it. And so this is what we're gonna do. I like hamburger, sausage. That's my typical pizza order. Extra hamburger, extra sausage, light cheese, and depending on where I go, extra sauce or whatever the case may be. You can just make ground beef and put it on top of the pizza. I be wanting the meatballs look, but it's cool. The chunks of meat that be on the pizza. That's what I be going for. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. We're gonna do some chunks of beef. Then we're gonna do some chunks of Italian sausage. Well, it's not sausage, pork sausage. It's turkey sausage. So that was another thing that I was kind of excited about trying because before I used regular sausage, and that was just some Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. There ain't no wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with it. Depending on what you want to do. It's up to you. Yeah, so we'll start with making some of these. Making some we'll start by making some of our meat. Okay, we'll do that. We'll start with the ground beef first, and then we'll finish with the sausage. You don't have to cook it completely all the way because you're gonna put it in the oven for a little while, right? So you just want to make sure that you got it probably about, I would want to say medium rare. If you're talking about ground beef, you want to kind of keep it. You don't want to keep it all the way done because you're gonna finish it in the oven, and we're gonna go in the oven for a little while. So you want to make sure you season it. Get a little bit of seasoning on there for sure. And it, for the most part, get all the red and pink out, get all that out, and then we go from there. So we're gonna keep cooking with those, and then we'll come back. All right, guys, we got our ground beef finished up, and now we got our Italian sausage working. I got 2 separate pans going because I just wanted to make sure that it was different. Shut up! I just wanted to make sure it was different. But I had a lot more Italian sausage than I did the regular stuff. All right, guys, we back. So look, we made our toppings already, right? We're doing hamburger and Italian sausage. We got the Italian sausage that's actually turkey, so we ain't got all that pork. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have the best of both worlds on this pizza. So if you just tuning in, we are doing homemade pizza from scratch. I got the fire department, the paramedics, and my emergency contact all on notice because Chef Jeff don't bake, right? And we finna get into it. So we already did our toppings. So when I was doing this, I did not want to go out the house. I just wanted a pizza. I didn't want nobody to deliver none because the delivery people be tripping. Okay, so the one dude at Domino's, because Domino's is like right up the street from my house, and I was having free pizzas. But anyway, the dude at Domino's like, know my house, know me. He cool. I always tip him. I like him, but everybody else be tripping. One time I ordered from Pizza Hut, and they sent a deaf lady to the house. Nothing against anybody with a handicap impairment, but this lady trying to make her money, but she couldn't answer the phone. Now, what happened was I ordered my pizza from Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut then gave my order to a DoorDash person. And it went from like 20 minutes delivery time to like 2 hours. So I calling the lady, but she couldn't talk. So I'm like, yeah, hey, like, where my pizza at? She texted me as I'm on the phone with her. That was a disastrous night. It was terrible. I was waiting on a pizza to feed my kids. My kids fell asleep. The pizza finally got here. It was ice cold. I took it back to the Pizza Hut and threw it on the counter because I was pissed off. I was really upset. Like, I paid my money and I ain't get my food. I was hungry too, so I hadn't got hangry. So I just didn't want to go out the house. So I was like, okay, what do I have here that I can do or that I can use to make pizza, right? I want a pizza. I deserve me one, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm looking around. I got flour, I got baking powder. Normally in pizza, you need yeast, or in dough, you need yeast, and I didn't have none, right? I got nutritional yeast. That was for the vegan thing. I don't even know what it do other than that, right? Make stuff taste like cheese. Okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm shopping my cabinets. I'm looking on, I got flour, boom. So I found a recipe that does not have yeast. Cool for me, because I like thin crust pizza anyway. I don't like the pizzas dough, are thick, you get full fast. I want a lot. If I'm gonna eat pizza, I want pizza. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the recipe I got is 2.5 cups of flour. It is 3 teaspoons of baking powder. 3 teaspoons of baking powder, not tablespoons. Check your stuff. Teaspoons, tablespoons, check it. 1 teaspoon of salt. All right. And then we on our liquid side, we got 3/4 cup of water and a tablespoon of olive oil. So I had all that. So I mixed it all together and I got a pizza dough. Let's go. So anyway, we're gonna put those ingredients together. We're gonna mix them up. It's gonna make us a dough ball. Then we're gonna roll it out, right? So I don't have a pizza roller. Don't have a dough roller because I don't be baking. So what I use to make my stuff flat, a canned good is gonna work just as fine. Trust me, you're not gonna contaminate nothing. You're gonna wipe it off because you're cooking in a kitchen, but it's not gonna contaminate nothing. It's gonna roll your dough out. Just gotta have a little patience. But I'm gonna show you how we do it, okay? And I got a little story time for y'all too. Call you people because we cooking pizza. Okay, so we're getting ready to mix up our dough. We're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven. Set it to 400 degrees. And let it cook. All right. So we got our mixture, right? We got our salt, we got our baking powder, and we got our all-purpose flour. We got our oil and our water, which looks funny because it don't mix. We're gonna mix them together. Now, I'm gonna use a wooden spoon because you can use a wooden spoon or gloves, but I would want to use a wooden spoon right now. This wooden spoon gonna come in handy later because when we put our sauce on the pizza, we can spread it out easily the backside. So, gonna mix them up good. And if it comes to the point where you have to use your hands, you can definitely get in there with your hands. And get in there and mix this dough up. It's gonna be good. Everything gonna be fine. So yeah, I used to work at Pizza Hut. A story time for y'all. Okay, so y'all know I used to work at Steak and Shake, right? I'm gonna tell y'all how I got there. Because I used to work at Pizza Hut. All right, so I worked at Pizza Hut, and I worked with a dude named John and his brother Lamar. John and Lamar went to school with me, but I didn't know that they worked at Pizza Hut until I went in there one day, right? Cool, no problem.
I go in there, I apply for the job, I get the job. General manager named Stephanie. But she had a guy that worked with her. The restaurant manager name was Mike. Mike was a jerk. And we just didn't like Mike. So whatever we could do to get Mike in trouble, we would do it. Typical 17-year-olds with a chip on their shoulder, right? I want to let y'all see that dough how it's coming, mixing up. Yeah. So one day the system went down. We in the back chilling, minding our business, getting prep done, right? So they didn't mix dough up like this. They didn't do that. They mixed up dough. Dough came in frozen little blocks, and all you had to do was hit it with some stuff. I don't know if it was water. I can't remember if it was water, if it was some type of something else. Hit it with that, and boom, you had dough. You put it in an appropriate container for whatever it was, breadsticks, large pizzas, medium pizzas, personal pan pizzas, or whatever. Mix them up. I mean, you put them in there, spray it with this stuff, put it in the cooler so it could proof, right? Cool, proofing it. Check us out. We got us dough. So now, as we got our dough, we got to roll it out, right? And I'm glad it came out kind of dry because I didn't want it to be too doughy. Because I wouldn't have known what to do if it wasn't kind of dry like this. I don't know. But anyway, so you want to kind of spread this on your dry surface. Make sure this is dry so it don't cake up, right? Spread that out because you want to roll your dough out, and you don't want the dough to stick to the countertop. Okay, cool. We got our little dough right here. Boom. So anyway, back to my story time. As you can see, can of black beans, dough roller, aka dough roller. So the system went down. It's pizza's being rung in, but ain't nothing showing up on the screen. We back there chilling, right? Mike come back there and was like, y'all don't know y'all heads from a hole in the ground. What's going on back here? I ain't getting no pieces. We're like, we ain't getting none either. Wasn't our fault. You know what I'm saying? So he get our mad, restart the system. So we shucking and jiving, we playing. And so you want to roll your pizza dough out to whatever size pizza pan. Now mind you want to flip it, okay? Whatever size pizza pan you got, I got a big one. Where is it? Yeah. Pizza pan. So that is definitely going to be a large pizza. I may not make it that big, though. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, we finally catch up. Mike want to write us up, right? Mike want to write us up because we was not on task. Well, we were trying to explain to him that, Mike, we couldn't have been on task because the system was down. The screens weren't working. We didn't know that those pizzas coming in. You never said nothing until it was too late. Because we had to refund folks. It was folks mad. They didn't get their deliveries. Ooh, it was a tough night at Pizza Hut. But anyway, cool. I ain't tripped. We was all having a good time till he showed up the write-ups. So then John was like, man, I'm not finna sign on a write-up. You crazy. It ain't my fault. We go all off. Everybody spazzing out on Mike. Right? John said, man, I quit. I said, shoot, I quit too. So then at the time, I was like, man, can't go home and I don't know job. I got the job. You know what I'm saying? I got to work. The money, the dollars. So anyway, I go across the parking lot and got the job at Steak and Shake. And I told y'all about the Steak and Shake job and me singing and the dude not liking it. I was oh, man. Okay, so see, check us out. See how that can came in handy? We just rolled us out some pizza dough. As I told y'all my story time. But anyway, I want to tell y'all one more thing. Don't let them tell you that they came up with a new idea at Pizza Hut with the breadsticks with the toppings on. Ben did that. You know, at the end of the night, we could always make a pizza, take something home. I would always take home breadsticks. Why? That's what I like. And then everybody else wasn't finna eat what I eat, right? Everybody ain't with. So as you see it was kind of sticky, right? So I'm gonna transfer this guy. I'm gonna flip it again one more time. Cool, get the dry side down like that. I'm gonna flip it. Now we're gonna transfer it to our pizza pan. Now this is a non-stick pizza pan. Do not be fooled. It's not oiled down or nothing. It's just non-stick. Bought a good one because I eat a lot of pizza. It's cool. Boom. Now we got that thing You got the pizza crust on the actual pizza pan. So here you can still stretch it, right? You still stretch it to get it to cover that pizza pan if you want to, or not. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna stretch mine because I'm me, Chef Jeff. Like what we talking about? I'm gonna stretch mine as far as it can stretch because I like thin crust pizza, and it's not gonna take a long time to cook. See? Yeah, it ain't gonna take a long time to cook. And so kind of make it look good. My kids gonna jack this pizza up. The first time I made it, everybody was like, "Man, this is good." My college kid was on. She was like, "Dad, this pizza is amazing." Now they normally like cheese pizza. They all like, "Nah, I just want some cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza." I wanted the pizza, and the pizza was for me, so I wasn't finna do no extra. And plus, I didn't have it right. I just did it based off of what I had. Crazy, right? I know. I did it based off of what I had. Oh, let me finish my story time. So, I used to make breadsticks with pepperoni, sausage, hamburger on it, take it home and eat it. Get the dipping sauce on the side, so I ain't have to put no sauce on the actual pizza. I mean, on the actual dough for the breadsticks. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. But most of the time I didn't. So, when they start talking about adding pepperoni and stuff to it, Chef Jeff been done that. Ben did it. All right, guys. So, now we have our pizza crust. We got our oven heating up. And now, if you want to keep it simple, you can. If you want to get fancy, you can. For the sake of this particular one, I didn't get fancy. I just used pizza sauce. I had a can of pizza sauce. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I don't know why I had a can of pizza sauce in my house. Don't know what I was doing with it. Don't know what it was for or how we got there. But it was here. And so that's what I used to make my pizza. I was going to do a fancy tomato sauce and all that kind of stuff because I had tomato paste and tomato puree and all that. I could have done all that. I didn't want to change my mind because I was going to do it. But I changed my mind. So I got this. I kept it simple because I'm like, ain't nobody going to eat this pizza but me. Not really sure how it's going to turn out. You know, all of the things that, happen when you doing stuff on the fly, right? So you are in control of this. It's up to you how much sauce you want or you don't want. I like heavy sauce sometimes. Sometimes I like light sauce. Now Pizza Hut has a sweet sauce that y'all can put that you can get. It normally come on the Big New Yorker. Okay, now and then too, have y'all noticed the Big New Yorker has changed? It ain't even the same size as it used to be back in the day. It's big, but it ain't big. Like Big New Yorker back in the day was huge. And they won't even let you get a bunch of toppings on it. You can only get up to like 3. I know because I be ordering. So I like that sweet sauce that they have. So this is up to you. I kind of start, you can do a little bit or a lot. We're gonna do it like this. All right. We're gonna work our way from the middle to the outside. From the middle to the outside, all the way around. Now you can take your crust all the way to the end if you want to. I mean your sauce all the way to the end if you want to, or not. It's up to you. This is your pizza, right? I like mine as closest to the edge as possible because I'm gonna stretch all my toppings closest to the edge as possible. Because why? Me. I'm just me. That's all. I'm different. So yeah, worked at Pizza Hut. Story time for you. I worked there for about maybe a year and a half or so. Good time. Then Mike got the trip because I used to didn't work with Mike, right? Mike used to work in the daytime. I used to come in in the evening because I was a high schooler. In high school, right? So yeah, I wasn't finna do all that. All right, now we got a sauced pizza shell. Now, it's totally up to you how you add your toppings if you want them on top of the cheese or not. Me personally, I like mine under the cheese. I like my cheese to go on last. So I'm gonna hit this crust with some Italian seasoning. Why? No particular reason. I'm just me. And that's what I want to do. So, just a little bit. Not too much. Boom, perfect. So we got that done, right? We're going to use mozzarella cheese, right? I ain't going to do too much because you know how we are about that cheese. You know how we are about that cheese now. The cheese mess us up. So you got to be smart. And so that was part of the reason why I get thin crust pizza, because of the cheese. I get thin crust because I don't have to worry about it too much, right? They're not gonna put that much cheese on the thin crust pizza because it makes it heavy. And the stuff won't be done. It won't be done. So anyway. All right, so we got our ground beef and we got our Italian sausage ready to go on this pizza. Are y'all ready for this? We're doing this whole thing right here, right now. All right, here we go. Boom. Like I said, for work from the middle out. Work from the middle out. Now, you can have a lot of toppings. You can have a few toppings. Up to you. This pizza, I don't know. I just kind of went with it. I just want y'all to see this, y'all, because I was like, shoot. Chef Jeff's Pizzeria coming soon. I don't want to get off into that. I don't want to. I could, but I don't want to. So I like to just kind of cover all of the sauce spaces. So at least you get a little bit of, you get some of the meat or some of the toppings in every bite, right? It ain't got to be crazy. You ain't got to overpower it. I just like meat pizzas. I ain't too crazy about the, what is the, I forget the name of it. The carnivore pizza. Meat lovers. That's what it is. I ain't too crazy about the meat lovers pizza because it's got a lot of pork on it. And, you know, we don't want no headache at the end of the night. So, yeah. So now, we're going to go on with our cheese. Uh-oh, our oven is ready. So as soon as we get this done, we can go right on in the oven with this guy. How much cheese am I using? Enough to cover my pizza. Make it look good. It's up to you. Up to you. See, that ain't a lot of cheese at all. Oh, yeah. Look at that, guys. Now, you could get fancy smancy if you want to, you know, but for at-home pizza at the crib, that's smacking. So what we going to do? We're going to get this guy in the oven, and then we're going to come back, cut him, and have some. This Dope Cooker Show. All right, guys. We are about more than halfway through that cooking process of our homemade, made from scratch pizza. As you can see, the cheese is starting to brown around the edges. We want that to get good right here in the middle. We still got a little bit that ain't all the way melted, so we want to give that a little more time. And we almost ready, y'all. All right, guys, so we are more than halfway through our cooking process for this made from scratch pizza. Now, if you like me, then you're going to want, let me give y'all the cheat code right quick, all right? Cheese don't be doing us right. It don't matter which one we use. If we use the vegan cheese or we use regular cheese, don't be doing us right, right? I know. You just got, sometimes you have to just suffer and pay for it at the beginning. I mean, at the end. Like, you know it's going to hurt. You know it's going to be bad the next day. You got to plan accordingly, right? You got to make sure that you got nowhere to go. And if you got somewhere to go, they got a public restroom. It's crazy. Like, the logistics of being lactose intolerant is ridiculous. So it's just easier and smarter to stay away from it. I know. It's just hard because pizza's good and I love it. So, Chico. Boom. Hey, a couple of these get you right. So, because I'm going to eat this pizza, got to go ahead and pregame. Bottoms up, baby. So, we come back, we're going to cut that pizza. We're going to eat that pizza. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to chew this up, right? Because that's crazy. This Dope Cooking Show, made from scratch pizza at the house. Pizza night. Now, one of Doc's friends does pizza every Friday night. She got this like dough thing. So it's like freshly milled dough. I want some of that pizza. But she stays in Alabama. I live here in Texas. It's cool. But this pizza is gonna be fire because this is about the third time that I've done it. Since I did it that first time, trust me, pizza go hard at the Gilliard Carter household. I'm just saying. Pizza go hard in the Gilliard house because I like pizza. My boys like pizza. You know, everybody here like pizza. It's just the toppings, right? I want I want beef, pork sausage, or Italian sausage on mine. That's it. Thin crust. Everybody else, they want the stuffed crust, the deep dish, the cheese only, pepperoni only. I just order mine to be out the way. So pizza goes crazy here, and they'll eat pizza just like me every day of the week if I could. I can't, but they can. So cool, quick. You know, as long as you got something to put on it. If I could have made this with cheese, and my kids have murked it. So as long as you got some toppings that you like, made from scratch pizza, easy peasy. You know what I'm saying? A few ingredients, a little bit of rolling out the dough. Rolling out the dough is probably the hardest part, because once you get done with that, then you got to make your pizza. That's the fun part. Sprinkling the cheese, sprinkling the toppings, blah, blah, blah. That's the fun part. So, we finna have some pizza. Okay, guys, we got our pizza out the oven. Look at it. Look at it. Thin crust. Pizza. Hey, you with me? I was with you. This Dope Cooking Show. You made homemade pizza. So fire. Well, guys, we did it again. And let me know what your pizza look like in the comment section. If you tried, let me know. Hit me up. You know, let me know what you think. Next week, we'll do something different. Shout out.